Right, I just had that meal at 10:57. I say I just had that meal now, it's been a few hours. It's bang on 2 o'clock now, and I'm about ready to eat again. It was all right, and it did help with my exercise. I can't say it was the healthiest of meals, but I was looking for something quick to eat that would help me quick as well. So that's what I had, without much thought to it. It's not like I prepared overnight oats or something like that, for example. That probably would have been the healthier option. I don't know how to do that. But it's something I can learn, and it absolutely is something that I could consider to help me make healthier choices with my diet on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. I'm gonna eat sooner or later now for meal 2. Also, by the way, before I end this clip, I'd like to say that I would like to keep further track of how much water I'm drinking, because I didn't track any water for yesterday until today. I said I had at least 500 milliliters. I had at least 1 cup of water, man. Come on, I had at least 1. But yeah, my piece of advice, as I've said before, is to immediately track my water intake after having a bottle's worth or a flask worth, or maybe even a cup worth, for example, as I do from day to day. Yeah. Speaking of, I'm gonna note down the fact that I've had a 650 milliliter bottles worth of water in and out of the gym. Yeah, so during the gym session partly, and then after having the gym session partly. Yeah. 3:22 in the afternoon. I'm now having this meal. So the rest of this chicken here, I'm gonna have it because I think that'll be enough to fill me up. I'm gonna have about 250 grams of pasta, around about 100 stew. Because I said that I'm not gonna have the jollof. I said I wanted to have that only once a week, so that means I've got to have that only once a week, even though I was looking at it and I actually put my hand on the container. All right, let's do this. 250 grams of pasta, probably maybe about half of the container, maybe more in fact. I didn't think it would be 3/4, but it seems like that's... I'm feeling quite hungry, so do I have this or do I add it in something else? It's not like I can't have more, it's not like I can't mix it. Nah, I got exercise boundaries. No, if I'm gonna have that, the rest of the pasta I'll have with some rice. I shouldn't overfeed myself because, oh well, we're nearly done, it's nearly finished. No. Right, on to the next thing. And that is my stew. So let's do this. 100 grams, around about. That's absolutely enough for this amount of pasta. Yeah, 101, look at that. When I show you. There you go. And then I'm just gonna lob on the chicken. I'll still wait though. So this is about 350 grams of food. And seeing as I last ate at around 11, and it's now almost 3:30, 24 past 3. It should be an okay amount. It has got some bone in it, so you have to take this value with a pinch of salt. 249 it says. Probably more like 200 because of the bone. So that's about half a kilo of food. I'll certainly feel full for many hours after this. Right, I'm gonna heat this up and then I'm gonna munch it. 3:25, having this meal. Well, it'll be a few minutes after because I'll microwave it, but yeah, here goes. 3:38, small update. I have added some hummus because I wanted that, and I saw coleslaw in the fridge, so I thought, you know what, let me just try this out. I've never tried out this sort of coleslaw before, but we'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. I just won't have it again. If I think it, for example, it's too creamy and it tastes slimy to me. I had to microwave this in a different... I had to microwave that on the plate that I just showed, that being this chicken. because this was gonna overheat and then this would be just about hot enough. Yeah, here's the meal though. At 3:39, this is actually what I'm having. I tried some pasta, so it's alright, but yeah, this is it. Meal 2. I'm feeling both hungry and thirsty before eating this, so I'm really gonna take the time to enjoy it with some water. I need to actually get some. I need to go get my flask, but yeah, anyway, I'm having this meal now. 5 to 8 in the evening, I'm now having this. I've got out of bed after being in bed for a few hours from working out because I was feeling that tired. But here we go, almond milk, original, and then my organic porridge oats. I'll get that now and show you. So, here you go. That's the almond milk done, and then the oats. Literally both of these are just the same old. Here you go. I'm gonna put that in the microwave for a few minutes, pour to a level that I like, and then after that I'll eat. I wanted to have my mum's jollof because I wanted to have something to eat, something that really filled me up. But I said that I'd only have mum's meals once every calendar week. And I really made it clear to myself I'm only meant to have that sort of food once a week. So that means once a week, even though I impulsively thought of having that meal, I've decided to go down the conscious route and have my oats instead. Because I'm practicing self-control by having this first of all. And that's very helpful for me because I'm looking for complete self-control, physically and mentally. That's going to be one of the main things that I'll be able to use in my life. That will mean I can reach my full potential in every aspect. So it's very important that I make conscious decisions, regardless of how thirsty I feel at the moment. It doesn't matter. My health, both short term and long term, does not care about. Well, I'm making impulsive decisions because I'm feeling thirsty. Actually, I want to take that back. My health does care, and I'm going to say that it does, because how can I say that I'm living in a healthy way if I'm going about feeling dehydrated? So actually, I take that back. Water intake is just as important as what you're eating, or in this case, what I'm eating. So actually, yeah, as I said, I take that back. All right, I'm gonna put this in the microwave for a few minutes, and then that will be dinner served. Cheers to making more conscious decisions when it might not seem as easy as it could do, and as it has done in the past. Cheers. The more conscious decisions we make, the more easy it will be to make them in the future, I believe, because I'm experiencing that right now. It wasn't all that difficult to put these to get this together. Not only because it's made of 2 ingredients, first of all, but second of all, because I've practiced the art of self-control through the food decisions that I've made on a daily basis for a while now. I don't know for how long, maybe a couple of months or so, but for a while now. Number 3, if I haven't said number 2 already, I have made it easier to actually make these decisions. So I've got the baskets that I've shown in the past, and I'll show again. That make it more convenient for me to make these healthy decisions. This one's not mine, but these two are. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. No hell stuff over here, thank you. Anyway, these 2 baskets are mine, and that rice is purposefully there because they just get in the way of that basket. I'll be overstocking it, I mean. Yeah. Oh, also, I did not use the scale. I wasn't thinking of that. I was feeling quite thirsty. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe 30 to 40 grams of oats and around maybe 200 milliliters of almond milk or less, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, I need to drink more, and I'm gonna have this meal now after microwaving it for a couple of minutes. Yeah. At 8 o'clock, bang on. 8:02, microwaved, served and ready to go. 11 o'clock, bang on, according to the clock on the stove. I'm having this. I really sense that my ability to exercise self-control is improving. And I think that could be not only because I've done it in the past a few times, but also as I really like thinking things deeply and having more than one reason as to why I want to do something. Because I believe that single-layered thoughts that come from both yourself and others in the form of them speaking to you aren't to be trusted, because they might not take things that you value into account, such as your health, maybe even your health and safety, etc. Now, I'm going to explain why I think my ability to exercise self-control is increasing, and that's because I had the choice to again eat food that I've predominantly bought the ingredients. Actually, no, let me try that again. I either have this food that I've made myself or the food that my mom's cooked. And again, I had the choice of having this jollof or coming up with something else. Not every single ingredient that I've used in this meal, like the coleslaw and like the hummus, is mine. The pasta and the stew is, but I did this consciously. I picked out the hummus and the coleslaw because I wanted to add more volume to the meal to make it filling, because there's a lack of protein in this meal. I don't really mind that though, because it is 11 at night and I don't want something extremely filling because of that, because I need to go to sleep. And I'm not going to be able to expend that energy now that I think about it, which would mean I'd increase the chances of gaining an excessive amount of weight, or increase my weight to an excessively high mass. There you go, relative to what I'm used to. Speaking of, there's this guy called JD who makes videos on a channel called Growth Through Calisthenics, and the guy is around about the same height as me. I'm just about not 6'2". He says he's 6 foot, and he says he weighs 190 pounds, which is about less than 85, or maybe around 85 kg. I weigh around 73 the last time I checked, so I can use that as a reference to say I can use that as a reference to guide me, as we are about the same height. And I like the look of his physique. He's certainly done well for himself, obviously. I'm thinking maybe I need to get that same weight, around about that same weight, through having a lot of, through training quite a bit, not overtraining, but training quite a bit. I go out my way to train every day, and also eating healthily with a lot of protein. I don't know how many grams though. I don't know, I'm just gonna go out my way to lift heavier and track more and more over time, and that should work. Even Bars Eagle, I think, we're about the same height as well. He's 6'2", and around about 90 kg, I think. No, 86 kg. I remember him putting in the title in one of the videos, so I think that's a weight to aim at. Oh, another thing before this phone battery dies, because it was on 5% when I pressed the record button. Because I'm exercising more self-control here, I'm predicting that in other aspects of my life in which I'm not doing so as much as I'd like, I'll do that. Oh, hold on, you know what? Forget this. I'm gonna put this on charge. Come on. In the words of that, nah, Jay. Big up Shopmans. Nah, not really. He says, shut up, bruv, too much. Anyway. Anyway, to get more serious now, I really do need to do my due diligence and exercise self-control. Or exercise more self-control. Sorry. Hold on a second, can I? Oh, yeah, this should be alright. Yeah, so I think it's necessary. It's Thursday and I haven't even started the depression and anxiety self-assessment quiz that takes hours to do and that I want the scores of tomorrow. I think this is predominantly because I need to improve my sleep routine. There's something that a rapper said that I've still remembered to this day. I think I watched it on YouTube yesterday or a couple of days ago, maybe in the very early hours of the morning, just before going to sleep. And that's this. He said that he believes the tongue is the most powerful part of the body, or something like that. And I instantly understood what he was getting at. Just looking to make sure there isn't anything unveiling anonymity of any sort around the kitchen, or anything I'd feel uncomfortable showing. That's why I just was twisting my head like that. But anyway, it could be Lil Baby. I think his alias is. His parents did not call him Lil Baby. That certainly is not on his birth certificate. But anyway, that's not the point. In my opinion, there might actually be quite a lot of truth to that, because as you can see, through what maybe an out of shape person would say and what in shape person would say, both physically and mentally and in every other way of life, you can see which way of thinking has got them to a place that they either do or don't want to be. An out of shape person might quit easily with certain things, depending on whatever that is, regardless of how minor or how significant it is to them. Whereas a person who values their health and actually is in shape, physically, mentally, and in every other way, might operate differently. I'd argue the complete opposite, because I'm on my way there myself. I really believe this because I have so many forms of accountability to help me get physically in shape and mentally in shape as well. To elaborate, I am taking on a weekly basis, I do my weekly health reviews. I track my body stats, and I also track how my body looks in the mirror by taking photos. Whereas an out of shape person might actually not want to take accountability, or might not want to track their body stats. And there actually is one person in particular that I think of, that I met and have worked with when I had to go somewhere to do practical parts of my gym instructor course. Yeah. In my opinion, that lady was pleasant, friendly, but friendliness and avoidance just, it doesn't, what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter how friendly you act to people that you don't know. If you're not going out of your way to take care of your health, and if you're going out of your way to avoid seeing certain things, then expect to not progress in the way that you want to. And I can say that to myself as well. I've been avoiding GP appointments for my feet for over a year now. And enough's enough, in my opinion. I was just, before, at 2:45 in the afternoon, I was feeling sharp pain on my big toe joints, on the edge of both of my big toe joints. It was sharp and intense, more intense on my left foot than my right. I've been tracking how my bunnies have been feeling, and it's not nice. And if I keep on avoiding this appointment, and if I don't completely go through with the call, the likelihood I'm going to be told there's nothing we can do unless your bunnies get extremely severe, and then we'll go and get surgery. I've had GP appointments about my feet in the past, so I know what I'm talking about here. That's what the GPs told me, that my bunions aren't severe enough to get them corrected. So if I want them corrected at this stage, I'd probably have to get them done. I'd probably have to get that surgery done privately by private surgeons of some sort. It's time to talk about self-control in other aspects of my life other than food. It's time to exercise it. It's time to exercise it. It seems like my entire life is built around exercise. I can go out my way to further exercise self-control by going out of my way to not only warm up by walking on the treadmill, but also by stretching, purposefully going out of my way to stretch before I've started the session, as one of the many things I do to exercise self-control, to show myself that I'm serious about exercising self-control, and that this is not a game. It's not that way, that avoidance. That's the old you. Those were the that was a thought that just came to mind right now. Oh no, it is still recording. Okay, that's the old you. I don't know why that thought has just come to mind, but it has. So I've built this entire channel on truth telling, so I'm just gonna carry on riding the wave that I made for myself. It's wait, hold on, what was I saying? Oh no, I forgot. I'm gonna have to watch that back. It's about 1:30 or something, and I'm making this video 1:30 in the morning the next day. So on the Friday I'm making this video because I didn't make it before the day ended, even though I wanted to. It's about self-control, and I say that whilst making this video at this time, looking like this. I was saying that avoidance is what the old me does. I'm gonna have to cover my eyes. Avoidance is what the old me does. And I'm therefore implying that this new me does something else. I know that I'm looking to exercise self-control
in other aspects of my life by doing the things that I've been avoiding, like finishing off the level 2 gym instructor course, doing some things I need to do here and there, and getting a GP appointment. And I have to ask myself, seeing as I'm exercising self-control with my diet, I'm seeing that that's working, and I really believe it is. What is it that I'm doing with my diet that I'm not doing there? Well, first of all, on a daily basis, I am, or at least on a consistent basis, from time to time each week, I am making decisions that I think are the most appropriate, that will benefit my health long term, even when it's not the most convenient, and even when it might not be. The first thing that comes to mind that's one of the first things I want to have to do in order to stop avoiding, or in order to actually do the things I want to do, rather than stop avoiding what I don't, or rather than to stop avoiding doing things. I think it could be rooted to sleep routine, because I'd have less time set aside to get things done in the morning from sleeping late. I mean, look at me right now. I don't even know what the time is. And I'm here before 2 in the morning, and I'm here in the front room. Yeah. In order to no longer do, in order to actually do the things I want to do, rather than not avoid, as I was thinking of saying, I can first of all do what I think will benefit me the most, even when it might not be the most convenient, and 2, think it through. Deeply think through why I wouldn't want to do, or like why I've avoided the GP appointment, for example, and then also think through the other side of it. What would I have to gain, and what would I have to lose from actually going to the GP? What would I have to gain, and what do I have to lose from actually avoiding the GP appointment? If I'm avoiding it, I must be seeing something, even if it's subconscious without me realizing it. I must be seeing some gain towards it, or otherwise, why would I do it? It doesn't make sense. It could be me trying to run away from hopelessness, being told that there's nothing that we can do. Maybe it is, but it is something worth thinking through, which I can actually address in the self-assessment quiz, in the extra notes section that I've made, which I can do later on today. Yeah. But I know I have to actually stop avoiding these sort of things and do what I want to do, truthfully. With the gym, I find it a lot of fun. I could go out my way to transplant that mindset that I have, or some forms of the mindset, or some aspects of the mindset that I'd have in terms of going to the gym, into these things that I want to do and I think will benefit me, but just haven't done. Yeah. I was saying that the old me avoids, but what does the new me do? Maybe it is time for rebranding, not this channel, but that's just fancy way of saying proceeding with these sorts of things in a different way. What do I do instead then? Ideally, if there's something I want to do, I address it immediately, or at least with urgency, meaning I get it done, for example, the day after, thinking that I want to do whatever it is. If I lack urgency, I won't do things. Or if I do the opposite and I excessively focus on the urgency, it seems like I do the same thing. And I think I could have been doing that with this gym instructor stuff and with this gym appointment. I could have been excessively focusing on its urgency and the fact that I want to do them. I want to get that stuff done within those. I want to get some stuff here and there done with my gym instructor course, and I want to go to get that appointment. Maybe that's my answer right there. Improve my sleep routine will help because it would mean that I've set aside more time to get things done when I have a lot of energy, I think. But also, perhaps I need to put less pressure on myself to actually do these things I say I want to do. When I go to the gym, I just do it. I have my fun. But I don't consider, or actually, I might not consider learning like the gym instructor stuff or going to the GP appointment the same way, because it's not something I've been doing every day. I ideally would like to get regular health checkups, but I'm not sure if that's possible. I can ask, but I'll just have to see how that goes. As for the gym instructor stuff, I can do that every day without fail, but I just have to allow myself to. I think I've been setting too much to do each day as well, which doesn't help. But I need to get back to what I wanted to say. What does the new me do? Does the new me avoid? Does the new me live in fear? That's what came to mind for some reason. Does the new me enjoy life, dislike life, hate life, love life? Does the new me have it together? What is it? The new me has it together. A lot more than I do right now. Sleep routine, check. Health taken into account in every aspect, including my eyesight, check. That's not taken into account at the moment. I mean, it's before 2 o'clock. So I will actually fact check that by seeing when I press play. But for now, I'm not fact checking it. Not fact checking it. Yeah. I have no idea what I look like on the outside, but that light is bright. Yeesh. Yeah. Yeah, the new Mimi's got it together a lot more got it a lot more together for sure. So that he can live life to the fullest with more ease. I say he, like I can't live that same way. It is possible. It's just that it's not. That's not going to be possible overnight. On a side note, hey, what do you know? It's that it actually is bang on 2 in the morning now.